hello, one and all. Welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, I'm here to talk about UFC 304's lightweight bout that's going to take place between Paddy Pimblett and Bobby Green. An entertaining fight from the sounds of it, at least. But before getting started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel. Your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. I know people say styles make fights. I think I have my own version of that. Or at least I think it's going to be my own version. I say characters plus styles make fights. How does this apply to this fight here? Well, it doesn't really take a genius. You just have to be an average UFC fan and just a bit familiar with Bobby Green and Paddy Pimblett to know that this is going to be a fight of characters, which is always entertaining. It's going to be a fight between two witty guys. Well, at least one of them is. And two characters, two egos. It's going to be colliding inside of the octagon before the two fighters will. There are different kinds of fighters. It's a spectrum. And the spectrum only exists in our heads, but the reality is people are different. Some characters are more outspoken, let's say. This case here is definitely going to be the case. I have a feeling that this fight here is going to be the fight of the night, and that's because of the reasons that I mentioned earlier. Two egos, two characters, two witty guys. This is going to be fun, entertaining to watch. Actually, leading up to the fight, I think that the media for this fight is going to be very fun to watch and just follow along. It's like a storyline, almost like professional wrestling. That's the only way I'm making a comparison. Here's the storylines. Only these guys really punching each other in the face, they're actually doing it. So two characters, obviously two skilled guys. Bobby Green has had his ups and downs throughout the past year or so, but definitely guy always brings entertainment. That's for sure. Paddy Pimblett, interesting character. I think the UK expects a lot out of Paddy Pimblett. I question Paddy's strategy in terms of preparation for fights. I do understand that Paddy seems to gain a significant amount of weight between fights at times, and he loses the weight in preparation for fights, and he takes pride in doing so. I give him props for having the ability to do so, but I wonder if this actually has an effect on his system. The fact that you're putting so much wear and tear on your system. And how is this going to play into effect in terms of longevity for Paddy? I really do question that. In terms of matchmaking, I think it's been in Paddy's favor, in all honesty. He's not facing top contenders, with all respect to the Tony Fergusons and the Bobby Greens of the division. But he is not facing the, let's say, just to be safe, just to make the statement non-offensive, because I don't mean it to be so. Bobby Green is not facing top 5, obviously. And, against Bobby Green, this is going to be a very close fight, just because, Paddy's, in all honesty, the hype behind the guy is not met with an equal amount of work or action that we see from Paddy inside of the octagon. So I really do think that the matchmaking is playing in this guy's favor. I think that the Bobby Green fight is going to be very close. A matter of fact, I think Bobby Green might have the advantage over Paddy just because of sheer activity, being more active. Obviously, Paddy's the younger fighter here, the fighter that has a lot of hype. Like I said, the UK is behind him. I would assume that the UK is behind him. I would assume any UK fighter would be supported by UK fans. Generally speaking, because they only have a handful of them. I expect all UK fans to cheer for Leon Edwards. I expect all UK fans to cheer for Tom Aspinall. And I expect all UK fans to cheer for Paddy Pimblett. So I think that's perhaps the case. I know Paddy makes enemies with his words sometimes, but generally speaking, I expect a significant amount of the UK to be in support of Paddy. And I think they have high hopes and aspirations for this guy here. Do I think that Paddy has a real chance against the upcoming talent in the lightweight division? In all honesty, as it stands, I would have to say no. Of course, that could always be changed. Age is in Paddy's favor. He can always up the momentum. But I don't see how gaining 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds in between camps and losing it, that just translates to me as if you are not in the gym as much as the other guys are. Because some of those guys are probably not even taking days off, in all honesty. You hear stories about guys not taking any days off. So that's very interesting to see how Paddy really compares against the top of that division, with all respect to Bobby Green here. Even though the Bobby Green fight will be a close fight, like I said, I kind of favor Bobby Green in this fight just because of sheer activity. He's just been more active. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments and subscribe for more.